Alright, I just want to do a quick little video here of the things I really like about this tractor. And it's a lot more than the dislikes. Well, I guess first of all, we'll start with the loader. This is an awesome loader. Really works well. It is super smooth. You know, it's amazing what you can do. It can lift around 1,400 pounds or so with proper ballast, of course. And I really like the skid steer quick coupler. Take the bucket or any other front implement you want to put on there. So far I haven't even used that yet, but just knowing that it's, you know, really easy to do is always good. So and then obviously just the look of this tractor. I really like the looks of this. I like that orange paint. Sharp looking. A little dirty right now, but it's kind of muddy out here. I've about 63 hours on this thing. So that's why I've used it enough to kind of get to know, you know, what I like and dislike about it. So and it's also, I really like that it's a very quiet running engine too, versus like, well, not to pick on John Deere all the time, but when I demoed one of theirs that's like compared to this model of John Deere and stuff, you know, that Yanmar engine they have is a really loud engine. It's considerably louder than this thing. This thing runs really nice and smooth and quiet. It's also, you know, it's got some really thick axles on it, you know, and it's super easy to operate. You know, you can just get on here and in a couple of minutes just really know how to run this thing. It's real easy to operate. Everything works really smooth, you know, and that joystick for the loader, you can find that one sweet spot there where you can raise the boom and tip the bucket at the same time. Real easy to find that spot, so it's really smooth, really fast. On the John Deere, I had a very tough time finding that spot, and it's a lot slower. Mostly it just kind of goes in and out. You can't really get it, or at least I couldn't. And I don't want to say that I was biased or anything, because I looked at John Deere and I looked at Kubota, and I was I don't know, to me the Kubota beats that particular model of John Deere every time. Even the weight of these things, this one, just the tractor, is like 2,700 pounds, 2,800, somewhere in there. John Deere was 2,200, but the rear end of the John Deere was aluminum. So, you know, you're losing a lot of weight there, where some cases you might want that, sometimes not. And then, of course, it's also, you know, it's got the 3-range transmission. As you can see, it's in medium. All the other videos I've seen out here, almost everybody, that you pretty much use that for a lot of stuff. I mean, that's kind of your basic one there. Where John Deere, once again, you just have the low and the high. And they only go like almost 10, 11 miles per hour. This goes 14. Not necessarily like I'm going to be using that high speed all the time for what I'm doing, but still, it's more capable in my opinion. It would give you still get really good power out the PTO in medium. I run a 5-foot brush hog out there. It's super easy. This thing handles that great. I couldn't believe the power it had yet. It would just, you could go right through big thick grass, and I didn't even hear that engine run hard. So it really does a nice job in medium range too, as far as brush hogging goes. And like I said, you can run a 5-foot brush hog on here. Covers the back end good, even. I think you could run a 6-foot brush hog on here, but you know, you would have to go slower, of course. But otherwise, I guess that's just sorry, I was just trying to think of what else to say about this thing, but there's, you know, probably more I could think. Oh, the other thing I really like is the battery is located right under the hood, right under here. Just pull this pin out here. Now it's hard to do this with one hand. There we go. pull this guard back like that. And then you go to the, if you're facing it, the left side down here, there's a little tab with a hook. Pop that, hood comes up. There's a battery. I like that because it's nice and easy to get to. It's right out in front here. You just gotta loosen up these, you know, and undo it. So that's always good. You know, everything's pretty accessible for the most part for your just regular little maintenance things you might do. Yeah, anyways, this just thought I'd give you a quick video of what I really like about this tractor. So and something else I really like about this tractor too is with this loader, it's got the quick attach loader. This thing comes off, it probably takes between 2 or 3 minutes or so. Of course, you know, it'd be best if you hit it excuse me, hit it on level ground, you know, that would work the best, but I have never done it on absolute level ground so far. So you usually have to play with the hydraulics a little bit, you know, kind of tip the bucket one way or the other, or lift up the boom and put it down, whatever. You gotta, it takes a little finagling once in a while, but I really like that because especially you can take it off, you know, right out in a pasture somewhere if you need to. Or like when I'm brush hogging, I like to have it off because, you know, it sticks out like a little over 3 foot with that bucket on there. And yeah, you could just take the bucket off, but it still is like 800 pounds with the loader on it. And when I'm running the brush hog, I take bumps, and it just, that weight, I don't know, it really makes this thing ride rougher for me. So I take that off and it gets better. And then also there's places where if I'm turning, you know, I already have a brush hog sticking out, and then if you have that loader, I don't know, for me it just gets in the way. So I really like that you can take it off really quickly and to be able to do that kind of stuff with it. So that's another thing I really like about this tractor. Some people, you know, they think it's not that big a deal, but this is just me, what I like or prefer here. Same with everything else I've said about this. It's just my own personal opinions on stuff. So it's nothing, it's not like it's, you know, the end of the world or the best thing or whatever. It's just what I personally like or dislike about it, and compare it to like John Deere or whatever. That's all I'm doing here. And then also to put this thing in park is easy too. You just, you know, push the brake all the way down, and then you just slide this little guy here forward. And then you can set the parking brake, so that's real easy. 4-wheel drive, it's right there. You just pull that knob up there, puts it in 4-wheel then. PTO is back here. I like that system pretty well because it's, yeah, you can't like do it on the go or anything, but it engages a lot smoother because what you do is you put that forward. Then you got your clutch down here. That's pretty much the main function of that clutch, is just to engage your rear PTO. Push that in, and then you do it just like a older tractor. I have the RPM like just a little bit, or basically at like 1,000 RPM, just a little bit above the lowest idle. Then I put that lever forward with the clutch depressed already, and then just slowly ease that clutch out. And in the back, it clicks a little bit, and then pretty soon you'll start seeing the shaft spin a little bit, and then it just keep it on the clutch, and it keeps easing it out. Once you're fully out, then I crank up the RPM, and it's got a, get the light here. It's got, you know, the PTO horsepower at 540 there. When I'm in medium range, I run that, you know, the RPM a little bit above that. I don't know, it might be about like actual complete full throttle. So you probably are getting a little bit faster than 540, because usually the research and videos I've seen, it usually is. So, but when you're running medium range, I kind of want it all the way, because, you know, it's going to take a little bit of power from it and stuff. But that's the minimum you want to run it anyways, is at that 540 mark they have there. That is a nice thing to have there. Yeah, otherwise there's, you know, just little things, this and that, other things I like or dislike or whatever. But that's the main things that I really like about this tractor, I guess. So anyways, like I said, just my personal opinions and just kind of how this thing works. If you're looking for something like this or whatever, maybe it can help you out for what you want to get or whatever. I've seen lots of videos on really this actual model of tractor, or at least this chassis size and loader and everything, and the videos out there have been very helpful for me, so that's why I thought, you know, it'd be kind of fun to do one of these, and maybe I can help somebody out there too. And of course, you know, I just like to show off my tractor too. And also, if you want to check out Neil with Messick's, he's got some incredible videos all the time. He's mostly on these small compact tractors. You know, he's got lots of good info, shows you hands-on how they work. In my opinion, he's pretty unbiased as far as that goes, but he really, you know, he likes what he's selling, and I really like what I have and stuff. So check him out. And then there's Good Works Tractors. He deals or sells both of these. He has lots of YouTube videos too that are very helpful also. And also another one is Tractor Time with Tim. He mainly does like the 1025R John Deere and some smaller stuff, but he also does do some Kubota videos, and he just shows you how they work, what you could do with them, what not to do, or whatever. So it's very helpful, I think, too. Another one I subscribe to is Project King. He's got the same exact tractor as I got here. He also has a backhoe on his, and he has lots of good videos. One just showing how this loader works and some dirt and everything. So I want to check him out too. He's got some good ones too to maybe help you decide what you want to get if you're looking for one, or just like to watch videos like I like to. So, well, anyways, I think that's about it. So we'll see you later.